Welcome to my final reflection for ECMP 455. I'm going to take you through the experiences that I have had throughout this past semester. At the beginning of the semester, I was really overwhelmed with all of the things that we were supposed to do, but as soon as the NING came into play, I really felt like I had a chance to get myself organized and had a way of communicating with my other classmates, as well as Dean, just to make sure that I was kind of on the right track. I really enjoyed the NING throughout the semester, as it was a way to engage in some meaningful conversations as well as learn from other individuals that were in the class. Throughout the semester, I participated in the NING a little bit less as time went on because I just kind of came to the decision that I would rather have something really, really meaningful to say or something that can add to the conversation as opposed to just having something to say. I really enjoyed the conversations that we had on the NING as well as the organization that the NING offered to the class. So I'm the kind of person who really, really needs to be organized in order to get everything done that I need to get done, or else I'm going to
forget something. One of my favorite tools that Dean shared with us at the beginning of the semester was the Google Reader. I used this all throughout the semester and I will continue to use it. I used it to follow updated blogs of my classmates and Dean and other educators that I found throughout the semester that I'm going to be following and have been following. And I used it to follow activity on the NING. And I also have been using it to follow different job postings on different school division websites. I just like that it's a one-stop shop kind of thing. You go there, you check all your updates without having to check 100 different websites each time you log on. At the beginning of the semester, I was really unsure about blogging and all that it was going to entail. At first, it really felt like something that was going to be a chore. And now I can honestly say that it does not feel like that at all. There are times when I just want to sit down, write out some thoughts, and just leave it at that. I like that I have a place to go where I can put down my thoughts and it's there for me. And if I have someone comment on it, that's a bonus because I can learn something from their comments. But I really enjoy the blog as a means of reflective practice for me as an educator. As educators, we have to be constantly thinking about our experiences and changing our practice. And for me, writing something down and thinking it through in that way helps me to better learn about my experiences. So blogging is no longer a chore for me, but something that I benefit from and enjoy doing because I learn something from it each and every time that I do it. And I'm really excited to have this as a tool for me as I move into my teaching career. As a brand new teacher in a brand new classroom, it'll be a great way for me to engage in reflective thought and kind of look back on my experiences and make changes as I need. Throughout the semester, I had the opportunity to explore VoiceThread and then also the opportunity to present it to you, my classmates. And I really enjoyed exploring this tool. And one thing that I found as I explored using VoiceThread and all that it has to offer is that it's not hard. It's a tool that teachers can take and they can use in their classroom, and it's not one that's going to take them a lot of time to learn how to use. VoiceThread is a means of kind of creating a presentation either through pictures or documents that students or other educators can interact with, either commenting using text or using their voice. And it's a great way to just engage students in projects and activities a little bit differently than you would through just a face-to-face conversation in your classroom. I had the opportunity throughout the semester to work collaboratively with Lee Colbert and her class down in Florida. I created a voice thread for them all about the scientific method, and the goal was to have the questions in the voice thread and using the different tools of voice thread and have the students comment back with their answers and the different things that they knew about the voice thread. Now in theory this was a really good idea. However, I have spent quite a bit of time going through the 363 comments that the students have left me. Now their comments are great and they're really engaging in the activity, but I need to rethink how to use VoiceThread a little bit differently next time. But it's definitely a tool that is a great way to engage students who may not be inclined to participate as actively in classroom conversations, whether they're uncomfortable talking in front of their peers or a little bit shy. It's just a great way to engage those students, and it's also a great means of assessment. I'm using this scientific method VoiceThread as a means of
kind of understanding what the students know about VoiceThread, and then Mrs. Colbert can take it and use it to further that lesson and help them learn about the scientific method. So all around, VoiceThread is a great tool. And one thing I should mention too is with VoiceThread, you do have to pay a little bit, but it's really not, I believe it's like $60 for a whole year. So it's really inexpensive, and it's a great tool for teachers to have and use in their classroom. It has been really interesting for me learning all about what Twitter has to offer and what teachers can do
with Twitter. At first, I really wasn't sure, and I thought it was just kind of a way for people to update you on what they're doing in their everyday life. Little did I know that was not what Twitter is about. Twitter is a great way for teachers and educators alike to develop their personal learning network and learn from other educators. You can choose who you follow. You can choose what you want to take from. It's kind of, for me right now, I kind of take from what people have to offer. And in time, I believe that as I get more into Twitter and more into the classroom, I am going to have something to offer. Twitter is a great tool for educators and something that I plan to continue to use as I further my career and get into the classroom. So throughout the semester, we had the opportunity to participate in a number of different Illuminate sessions. Some I was able to attend live, and some I wasn't. The ones that I wasn't able to attend live, it was a little bit of a different experience, not being able to completely interact with the session because you can't participate in the conversations. But I still enjoyed so much all of the knowledge that was shared in these different presentations, and when we had guest speakers, or when you taught us, or when our classmates were teaching, there was so much that was shared, and at times it felt like it was overwhelming. But what I did is I made a list of all the things that were shared in these different sessions, especially the Teach Us sessions. And I have a list, and as I move into the classroom, I can go back to these tools that you've all presented and look at how I can use these in my classroom. And thank you all for providing that knowledge base now that I can take, and I have this basic understanding and an idea of what these tools are, and I can take that and further move it into my classroom. And on that topic of saying thank you, I want to thank you all for helping me further look at what I thought I believed, what I thought I knew before entering this class. I know so much more and have so much more to think about and interact with as I move into my teaching career. So thank you for the meaningful and useful conversations that we all had on the Ning in the Illuminate sessions through different blogs. It was really a great experience, and thank you. This class has given us the opportunity to develop a personal learning network that we can take and continue to use and benefit from and help other people. And I think that through this network that we've created as classmates, we're able to develop as educators, and as we develop together using this network that we've created, it's only going to get bigger, and we're only going to learn more from each other and the experiences that each other have had. So this is just an example of a tool that was shared by one of the classmates. I believe it was Jordan. And the Flavors Me page is just kind of a really neat tool that I think is another great way to keep organized and keep all of the spaces that people can go to on the internet to view you and see what you're doing and interact with you. It's just one place for them to go and link off to your different activities from there. So that's about it for my final reflection. Thank you again for a great semester, Dean and the classmates. I've learned so much, and I know that through the connections that we've made throughout this class, we're going to continue to learn from each other, and best of luck to everyone going out into the classrooms, and to those of you who aren't done, it goes by really fast, so enjoy it.